Okay, finally we are live. We are having some connection issues. I have figured out a way to deal with it, but for now, we will just hope that it stays. So, sorry, we are going to talk about. Sorry, we are going to talk about some different stuff here. First of all, welcome and good morning or good evening. I am in Norway and it's 20 minutes past 7 in the morning here, which is a bit later than when I'm usually doing these live streams. So we will hope that people can join. Hi there, Jen. Good to see you again. Yeah, so what I've done is that I have put a link to my Patreon as a pinned comment there in the chat. And yes, you will have to pay money to join Patreon, my Patreon page, but it's not much. I haven't decided on how to announce this. So for now, it's only on Patreon, but basically it's a safety measure. But I really don't know how to deal with announcing things like that. But so far, it's only on Patreon, and I know that to some haters out there, it will come across as me using this to get people to subscribe to my Patreon. That's not the reason. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. But if you want to know to be in the loop concerning the hike, right now, the information, and it's not a lot of information, but it's on Patreon right now. And we'll see, maybe I will announce it publicly on YouTube as well. Okay. So basically what I want to do is to walk the West Highland Way. And don't be worried, I'm not a very good hiker. It's not like I'm going to blast through the trail or anything like that. So, I plan to walk it in 6 days. And I'm going to have to stick to my schedule because of the flights, the flight back home to Norway, and so on. But I guess people can join for sections. The only thing there is that because I haven't hiked it before, I can only tell you when I will start, the date I will start at the southern end of the hike or the trail. And I don't know when I will be. I can't really pinpoint places and dates along the way. So, yeah, okay. But that's on Patreon right now. And I will very, very soon, this week, I believe, I will have to find a date. Hi there, Paddy. Are you okay? Okay. So, yeah, I don't know if nobody will show up or 20 people will show up. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. My intention is that what I'm thinking about is that people are sitting alone, and many people are suffering from depression. They don't know what to do. They need some company and so on, and they need to get out. And why not, instead of me doing as I always do, which is I go out alone, why not instead do something like this together? I know it's very tough and it's very popular to say that, oh, I'm a lone wolf. you know, um, I don't believe that the people who say that they are lone wolves are lone wolves. By the way, I think that they spend most of their time looking at their smartphone, being on social media. Are you then a lone wolf? Maybe not so much. Um, but for me, and I'm very open and honest about this. I am alone almost all the time. I work alone, obviously, as a novelist. So for me, it kind of makes no sense, or rather, I should say, there is no difference for me if I go out and I camp alone, which I do often. It's not really what I need because I am alone all the time anyway. But I guess if you live in a city and you work with other people, then you crave that alone time. But for me, I have alone time all of the time. So I thought, why not why not do something like this as maybe as a group. And truth is, our reality says, I'm behind enemy lines in England. There is zero community here. Well, let's bring back community. Let's bring back community. We can complain all day long about the lack of community in today's modern world. But why don't we try to do something about it? I mean, wouldn't that be a good thing? If we can get together, we don't have to be in agreement on everything. Of course, we get together, and it's not like it's going to be a hike where we cry. Well, cry. You can cry if you like. It's not like the intention is not to walk there and like a depression group. It's simply just go and do the hike together. We can talk about whatever on the way. So that's my intention. And as I've said many times, I'm not like an outdoors. I'm not a survivalist expert. There's nothing extreme about this. It's just a hike. Many people do this hike, and April is it's going to be in April, mid-April, this year. And nothing extreme about it. We'll just do the hike. It's a long way to walk, of course, but so yeah. Crusade, not. I don't. Why do you think it's going to be a crusade? Janos is. It's not a crusade, just a hike. I have no mission. I have no about it. Just want to do the hike. Viking Graphics says many problems have been solved while walking. Yes, absolutely, that is true. What is a long way? You'll have to go to. You know what? What I will do, if you stick around for a while, I will find the website, the official website for the West Highland Way, if you remind me. But I have a few things more to say before I do that. Okay, some good questions here. Laura says, will you be camping out too? I haven't walked that trail before. I have been in Scotland many times. I miss Scotland. I'm a big softie, as they say. I cry all the time. And I will cry when I go back to Scotland because I haven't been there for so long, and I love Scotland. And I see the mountains and I see the moors, and wow. But I'm going to bring my tent, my lightweight tent, and so that I had the opportunity to camp along the way. I have a guidebook, and there are bed and breakfasts on the way, and there are campsites not campsites like here in Norway, but I guess there is that as well. But like a field where you can put your tents and you pay a little bit of money for that. So I think it's a good idea to bring a tent, but also it should be fairly easy to spend the night in a bed and breakfast. Truth is our reality says that he, or is it a he or she? I can't tell from your nickname. You've been up there twice. Wonderful. Paddy says, bring a raincoat. Yeah, that's probably true. Paddy also says, Paddy is a bit of a joker. He's a funny guy. I didn't get your humor the first time, but saying walking in the sunshine is a cure for depression. Yes. What about walking in the rain? I think walking in the rain is good as well. Yeah. Now, so that's my plan. It's not much of a plan, but I thought, whoever wants to come and join me can join me there. That's all, basically. Yeah, you can see rainbows there. Yeah. Isn't it like you have 4 seasons in a day up there? Yeah, what I hear is that when it comes to midges, there won't be midges in April. That's what I've heard. But don't take my word for it. I mean, you have to do some research on this yourself. I won't be responsible for anyone except myself. I can barely be responsible for myself, so that's enough. So, yeah. Truth says they will be light, but there. Okay. Yeah. So basically, that's the plan. And I think we all have our challenges. We all have our challenges in life, I guess. And life is not always easy, is it? And we also live in a culture where conflict is something that it seems like we have become addicted to conflict. And I'll just talk a little bit about that, because I uploaded a video on the main channel yesterday, and it was a very simple video. I'm trying to make very simple videos now because YouTube has changed, and edited videos with, it's not really popular anymore. But yeah, simple video. I just thought I would talk about how I became an outdoorsman. because many people have asked up through the years. So I talked about that. That video tanked, as they say. And I expected that to happen, but it's symptomatic of what we are seeing now, because the video before that was a video where I talked about the possibility, and knock wood, possibility, hopefully I'm wrong here, but that the whole thing with Ukraine and Trump, Putin, and all of that, it could lead to World War III. I hope I'm wrong. I want to think I'm wrong. But that one has a lot of views. But of course, people care more about that than some guy in Norway talks about how he became an outdoorsman. But it tells a story about how we are attracted to conflict. And I could have gone even, giving you an even better example. There was this feminist woman who wrote a hit piece about me. That video did great, because it's conflict. It's conflict. And people like conflict. But it's not good for us. Sorry, it's not it's not good for us. It's terrible for our psyche and our mental health. And I think that we need to do the things that are good for us. We need to live in such a way as we are supposed to live. And if I can get a little bit serious here, this hike is, for me, I hope that this can be the beginning of building a community where we care for each other. And I know we're spread out across the world, actually, the whole world, but I see people suffering, sitting alone, suffering. And I know that if they were not alone, Dave says, may I join? Yes, of course. Anyone can join. So I see people sitting alone, suffering. And they're suffering mostly from mental health issues. I saw this when I worked as a therapist. I have experienced it myself. I'm experiencing it myself. That pain will maybe still be there, but it's like turning the volume down a lot if you are with other people who care. So that's my intention, and maybe this can be the start. Maybe this can be a beginning of something that can help people. Looking back at these years, I've been 9 years. It's been 9 years since I started my main channel here on YouTube, which is not this channel, but well, I guess you all come from the main channel. And it's been up and down, and YouTube has been making it increasingly more difficult to get views and so on. So, but what has kept me going all of those times when I thought, why am I doing this? It's just nonsense. Why am I doing this? Those messages where people are telling me, and comments people are telling me that I helped, a video helped them, that is what has kept me going. So that has to mean something. And maybe we can do more of that. Maybe we can build a community. Maybe we can start with something like this, doing a hike. I know for a fact that walking it's been proven, scientifically proven, that walking is good if you suffer from depression. Walking. So why don't we do a hike? So yeah, that's my intention here. Justin, hi there. If I haven't said so already, hi there, Laura and KP Heathen, Altera. I see the same people here as the usual suspects, as I always say. Space Monkey. Yeah, so so we can, it's easy, and it doesn't take any courage to sit in a studio and, as the Americans say, bitch about things you don't like. Anyone can do that. Why don't we try to do that less and instead do something that is actually positive? Yeah. Now, if you want to know what I watch on YouTube, what I watch on YouTube is mostly people who go hiking, and I discovered a channel. There is a woman who has a narrow boat, and she travels around with her dog in the UK, talking about the historical sites that she's visiting and so on. And I know, no, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that those people making those videos, when they're off camera, I can kind of tell, having worked as a therapist, that a lot of those people are hurting. I can tell, and they're out there trying to do something, trying to get moving, trying to be physical, trying to do all these things that can take that pain away from them, I can tell, they don't say that in the videos, but sometimes they do, but I can see it. And in some sense, it kind of breaks my heart to see that. And when you think about what these people are doing, how they are trying their best, and they're out there trying to forget their own pain through helping others with their content, the content that they are making. If you get what I'm saying here. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. You know what? I'll talk about the Christian thing a little bit. And just as a sidetrack here a little bit, because, okay, this is a bit of a mini rant. I've always had a lot of respect for Christian people who are what I consider Christians. Okay. Those people who believe in compassion, love, and hope. That's what Christianity is to me, you know. And I've seen actually several people talking about this, but especially one guy. He's a priest in the USA, and he was talking about what we are seeing in the USA now, where these, I think, well, the term normally used is Christian nationalists. Christian nationalists. It's the people, the Botox Christians, the those guys and girls, women, and they are so judgmental about people who are not like them. And there everything that they say is anti-Christian, the way I can understand it. I'm not a Christian, so maybe it should be more, I don't know, but I mean, Christianity is the biggest religion in the world, right? So if we start changing that, it would be horrible. Now, so what I'm trying to say here is that it's so sad to see these people who, and I even had people actually writing in my video on the main channel about Christian nationalism, that Christianity is about caring for yourself first. Yeah, Christianity means caring for yourself first. And I was like, what? No, it's not. No, it's not. Isn't that the opposite? Isn't that like, I mean, what we need is Christians who are like, if there's they see someone like some homeless person freezing in the street, they take their jacket off and give it to the homeless person. Isn't that Christianity? Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. And it's kind of disgusting to see these people. But yeah, that's a bit of a sidetrack there. Yeah. Yeah, well, it comes to the hike. I will do my best to share some information about that. Okay, I almost forgot. I will hold on. What I'm going to do now is to find you the official website, and I will. What I'll do is I'll put that there on my Patreon, and please don't go away when I do that. Stay with me here, okay? First, I'll find hold on, I'll have to do like this. Oops, you got me there. That was an empty soda can that fell over. I can't see you now, so I'll try to find. My hearing is going and my sight is going. It's wonderful getting old. Okay. Okay, Jen, have a wonderful, sleep well, I guess. And let's see here. And then let's see. You'll have to forgive me here. Like that, and I will make that a pinned comment Yeah. Okay. Now the number watching will drop, but it stays pinned, so you will see it. You will see it. It's that message will not go away. Okay, and that's where you can read more about the West Highland Way. Okay. Yes. Yes, Jean Davis says, I like this idea. It's very exciting. Yeah. And Timothy says, absolutely, true Christian virtues are compassion and humility and the respect for life. Yeah, it's at the pinned comment. That's the official West Highland Way website is at the top of the chat, and it stays there. Eric, West Highland Way, it's a trail. You can walk it, it's a trail. People are talking about something happening in town hall, attack on a woman. Okay. Yeah, the West Highland Way, I have never walked the West Highland Way before. And to be honest with you, it's been years. No, I've actually never walked that far. I've never walked that far before. I haven't. I have walked further than the stretches that you do each day, of course, but I've never been on a pilgrimage. I never walked like one day after the other, like that. How far are we talking? Well, I think about 20 kilometers per day. Yeah, the Botox Christians. I like that term. I came up with that term, actually. I'm proud of that. I don't know what that is in miles. I have no idea. Yeah. Oh, it says 96 miles on the website. Yes, Paddy, thank you. But of course, it's not wilderness. Well, it's in the nature, of course, but it's not like here in Norway when you walk out on the trail and you don't see any houses until you are at the end of the trail. But this is different. You walk from village to village, and you can take the bus back if you are tired. You can even take the bus to the next hotel, and there are I know there are these services where you can, in the morning, you send your backpack to where you are going. But of course, then you have to get there in the evening because that's where your backpack will be. So no, Eric, this is in Scotland. Yeah, so you can do it in many different ways. I will be walking and beginning in the southern end there. I haven't decided on what kind of footwear to wear because of my funny legs. I can't really buy footwear on the way, so we'll see. Yeah. Um, yeah, okay. Now, again, to those people who are just joining, this is my intention is basically community or building community, spending some time together. Because I know for a fact that many people are not doing so great. You know, many people are, hurting, and they are sitting there alone, and their lives would be a lot better if they had some community, if they had some people around them, if they're a part of something. Because what happens is that you become very much live inside your head, and that's what happened with depression. You start focusing on depression, you start focusing on what's hurting. Um, and if we could only get people out, physically outside, uh, and have them be part of a community, I think a lot of people would feel a lot better. We are pack animals. And I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. We're not meant to sit in each our little box where our only distraction is some kind of entertainment. Um, we're meant to be with other people. Um, you know, if I'm coming to the Netherlands, I don't have any plans to come to the Netherlands. This year, I'm going to Denmark, well, Scotland, obviously. I'm going to Denmark. I'm going to Spain. Um, yeah. Let's see. Sharp Canines, thank you for saying that. We like having you here as well. Um, let's see. Question here about the show Vikings. I haven't watched it. Um, Powerful Prep says, when the grid goes down, there will be no time for community. Well, actually, my personal opinion is that when the grid goes down, that's when you need community. That's when you need people, because you can't do everything on your own. Imagine a life in a if everything like the infrastructure breaks down, law and order breaks down. I think you would struggle if you were on your own. I think we need other people. Truth is our reality, says. You can sense a feeling of community in this chat. Nice, isn't it? Yes, that's what they took from us. Yeah, they did. And someone like me, middle-aged man, I'm okay. I didn't notice much difference. But when you see, this is a very serious topic, when you see the suicide numbers for teenagers, people who were very young when they closed everything down and took them out of school, and Um, how long did it take before, when we talk pandemic, how long did it take? How long did it take before the proper scientists and researchers and those people knew for a fact that a healthy young person would be okay with getting any, well, the cough? Um, how long did it take? 2 weeks? A month? But still, they did not open the schools. Now, my kids were fine, totally fine. They studied online and they were fine. But many kids were not fine. And now we're seeing that they are hurting and they didn't. Yeah, I'll stop right there. I'll stop right there. It's just a depressing thing to think about. Um, thank you, Lord Rassilon. Lord, thank you for saying that. Now, I don't know the age of people here, but I guess there are a variation of ages here. But you know, okay, I'll just say it straight out here. Okay, a teenage girl, killed herself not long ago here in this area. And not her biological father, but her, let's say, father, is one of the people in the powerlifting club. And she had her entire life ahead of her, and she killed herself. Um, and it's like, it used to be, I may be wrong here, but it used to be people who, like kids who got into drugs and stuff like that, who then, of course, got depression. And so it used that, as far as I understand it, it used to be easier to spot, you know. But now it seems like we have a generation now of young people who have been, many of them have been hurt, maybe for life, because of the lockdown. Uh, you know, and and it should never happen. Obviously, obviously, it things like that should never happen. Um, oh yeah, yes, I am a power lifter. Yes, yes. Um, thank you, Michael. Let's see here. Hotep says the abnormal has become normal. Yeah, that's true. Truth is, our reality says people have stopped talking about lockdown. That is concerning. Yeah, it is concerning because let's say if we kind of forget about what happened, and then we start wondering why we are such a mess now, you know. Of course, there are many reasons, and here Sharp Canines is mentioning getting bullied online. Yeah. It's like I get called names every single day in the comment section, and I'm stupid and ugly and everything. Maybe not so much ugly, but stupid. I don't get it, and everything on the list, you know. But that doesn't affect me. I'm because of my age, and I've been doing this for some time. But if you're 14 years old and a girl, for instance, well, the boys as well, if you're 14 years old and you have people online telling you that you're worth nothing and you're ugly, and there will even be people online telling these kids that you should go and kill yourself, you know. Um, YouTube will probably restrict this live stream now that I said that, but that it happens more often that we like to think about. And that's the reality that kids today have to live in. Yeah. Jason says, as an introvert myself, even I miss seeing my close friends and family. Yeah. Yes. But again, I think a hike can cure many things. I think that a community hiking, I think it's great. That would be great. So let's do that, and yeah. Stealth mode says you're doing something right if you get critics. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Yeah, so again, back to the hike. The West Highland Way starts there in the south. Well, you can start in the north as well, but I plan to start in the south. And the only... I will not be the administrator of anything here. I'll just give people a date and a time for the start, and it will be the official starting point. And whoever shows up. And as I said, maybe it will be nobody or 1 or 10, 20, I don't know. I'll probably do a video about it. Yeah, that's my plan. I'll do a video about it. But it's not like I will be filming people who don't want to be filmed. I will be asking before. You don't have to worry about that. So yeah, that's the plan. And I'll be walking in a slow pace, I guess. I don't see any reason to hurry. This is not a competition. It's meant to be enjoyable. And while I do like to walk for a long distance, I'm not going to blast through the trail. Yeah. So oh, Godio, are you on a trail now? That's awesome. Which one is it? And you are also saying that the super gets people out in the physical world, out of the head. Yes, as I said, I think a lot of people now, they are, because they sit alone, I'm guilty of this. I overthink things. I mean, I'm a novelist. How would I not be an overthinker? And you become very much. Let's see if your skull, yes, the bone here. It's You can divide the world into what's inside here and what's outside. And if you focus too much on what's inside here, if you have a problem like some kind of depression, it becomes worse. If you focus more on what's outside, and the things outside, you see, you can control that more easily. You get what I'm saying? If you're hiking the West Highland Way, it's beautiful and interesting, and if you focus on that, you have to focus less on what's inside here, you know. Um, that's how I see it, you know. Let's see here. Oh yeah, gear, outdoors gear. Oh, I'm so guilty of just buying too much outdoors gear. I have a problem with that. Yeah, what is, let's see, scroll up here. Hotep says, I would say at least 25 will pull up. Oh, that would be great. you know. What truth is our reality is asking. What is your planned pack weight and sleep style choice? Hammock, tarp, tent. I will bring a tent, a small, lightweight tent, and an inflatable sleeping pad, and a sleeping bag. Actually, I have a new sleeping system, the Zen I haven't tested it yet, but I will be doing that. So weight, I can't carry a heavy backpack anymore, so it will be as lightweight as possible. You don't have to carry food for the entire hike because you can buy food on the way. So yeah, keep the backpack, the pack weight down is my advice. I plan to do the hike in 6 days. Yeah. Yeah, truth is our reality says walking is scientifically proven to help creativity and thinking. Many famous inventions were discovered whilst walking. Absolutely. Stealth mode. Oh, you walked a big section there of the application trail. Is that your the thing on your cell phone maybe that wrote application, but you meant Appalachian Trail maybe? Because I haven't heard about the application trail, but yes. Yeah, Hotep says jet boil, bivy, and sleeping bag. Yeah. I will probably not be bringing a jet boil or anything like that, actually. We'll see. I think what you need to bring is, well, it could be raining for the entire hike. So bring a rain jacket and rain trousers and so on. 3 pairs of socks. Yes, actually, I have waterproof socks, which I think work well. But I'm not. It's like, I'll tell you one thing that I find a bit curious. Sometimes, what I want to say, I'm not an expert on hiking, and I've never said that I'm an outdoors expert. I am an outdoors man, but I have never said I'm an outdoors expert or anything like that. I'm quite experienced, but it's like, I'm not an expert. I make mistakes all the time, and I get comments, and this is a continuous thing. Now and then, people will write, and I saw this the other day. One of my videos. You're just cosplaying as an outdoors man. And I saw another one. Bjorn is not really an outdoors man, and so on. And I think what these people mean is that you have to be living in the mountains, hunting your food, fishing in the streams. And that's how you need to live to be or they mean that I'm trying to come across as a guy like that. I'm not like that. I live in a house. I sit in a house now, you know. So it's like, I've never claimed to be what these people are accusing me of. Now, how should I put this? Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Doesn't matter. Have you ever made fire by bow and stick method? Yes, but the bow drill method, that's great fun. I have done that many times. Yeah, KP. Then yeah, the people who say that I use a green screen, that I'm inside the house using a green screen. That's funny. Yeah, Truth is Our Reality says 4 days for the West Highland Way is the quickest it can be done by any mortal. I guess so. Yeah. I'm not going to walk that fast. Yeah. Maybe I'm outside now using a green screen to appear as you're inside. You never know. Yes, the darn tough socks, Hotep. Yeah, a lot of people say that they are great. Did the dogs eat it? I haven't seen them here in Norway, but a lot of people swear by them. Shining Nocto says, I don't want all of the Europeans, including Bjorn, to think we are all crazy MAGA memes. I think they can see it, though, thankfully enough. Yeah, I don't think you're all crazy MAGA people. No. And those people are the most loud ones. They are the loud ones, of course. KP Heathen, yes, I did that. It's true. How can you fake stealing someone's sausage during a Viking reenactment? I still feel bad for stealing that sausage that time, because they were kids, basically, but I was very hungry. So, yes, I did steal I did steal a sausage during a Viking reenactment thing there. I did, and I think I was forgiven, but I shouldn't have done that. Adrian says, "Do you think I can survive 1 month in Norway on 5K US dollars if I'm just hiking and camping?" You don't need that much, you know. So yes. Yeah, well, I don't know with the USA MAGA thing, and it seems like most of the people are kind of sensible people in the middle, and they are not heard. And you have the crazy woke people, and you have the crazy MAGA people screeching and screaming and at each other. Yeah. Yeah, like a circus. Yeah, that's like we say here, you know. We used to say, well, Trump is so funny. Let's get Trump. We want Trump as president because he's so funny. And look at the crazy people. You know. But yeah. Let's see. White-haired, wokey woke. Isn't it blue hair? Mostly blue hair. I don't know. We don't really see that much of that here. It did absolutely get her eventually. It did get her. Yeah. But not, I don't, it's not really like that. Most people are not like that. And Shining Noctowl says, blue-haired nose ring versus flat earth, the sky is orange. Flat earth. Yeah. Flat earth thing. I never thought I would see the day when people think the earth is flat. I still have problems. I kind of don't want to think that they think the earth is flat, but that it's like they claim that to get attention or something. Because I've been on the other side of the globe, and it's like, yeah. Okay. Yeah, but again, you know what? If you're a blue hair woke crazy person, you can join the hike. If you're a MAGA extremist, you can join the hike. I don't care. Everyone's welcome. But then again, I don't think that those people would be interested. Yeah, that's Shining Noctols. Why do they put makeup on Trump? Like, it doesn't look good, and you can see where the color stops, right? You know, if you see from the side, it's not like behind his jaw is a different color. They should stop doing that. And the vice president, they put eyeliner on him. It must be eyeliner. Everyone can see it. Why do they do that? I mean, Why do they put makeup on these people? I've been on TV, and they put you in this room, and they put makeup on your face like this, so it won't your skin won't shine and reflect because you're surrounded by these lamps, right? So it's to, I don't know what it's called, but it's this thing they put on your skin so that it will be less shiny. So, but what they do there with Trump and Vance, it's proper makeup. I mean, it's makeup. Why do they do that? I don't get it. Um, yes, each to their own. Yes. Altera, they just want to feel pretty. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. But I have to say this, maybe they shouldn't be so judgmental towards other people, other men who use makeup. Just saying. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a bit of fun, I don't care. They can use makeup or not makeup. I don't care about Trump's TV makeup. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, Hotep, you're right there. The makeup, it's this thing they put on your skin. The camera can exaggerate some flaws in the skin, and also you can your face can look flat, actually, if you're a little bit unlucky with the angle. So yeah. But okay. But anyway, so this hike is happening. You can check out the link, learn more about it. And I will be, it's mid-April this year. Short notice maybe, but I will put some information on my Patreon. I haven't decided if I will put information out publicly available, because you never know. There's something about, you have to pay, I think, $2 or that amount to get into Patreon, my Patreon page. So, but it's not to sell Patreon. I'm saying this. It's more like, if you have that obstacle, if you will, there, then there are less crazy people. There will be less crazy people. I'm sorry to put it that way, but of course, what I worry about is that some people show up. Now, maybe I'm paranoid or something, but I worry about someone showing up at the start point there to make problems. Yeah. But so if you want to find out more, go to my Patreon. Truth is Unreality says, avoid Easter week. Okay, it will be busy there. You might attract a large hike group that could create problems when camping, etc. Okay. I get your point there, but yeah, I might have to do it during that time, actually. We'll see. We'll see. I will be looking at the dates today, actually. But it's important that everyone plans their own hike here. I can't be an administrator or a tour guide during this hike. Yeah, but thank you for your advice there. Okay. Okay, let's leave it at that. And yeah, I will be traveling this week, so I might be away for a few days. Yeah, okay. But suddenly I will be back. And thank you. Wonderful community here. And have a wonderful evening or morning, whatever it is. And stay strong. Okay, bye bye.